So, hi everyone, one more time in this series of interviews for our Lidr Ignite alumni. Today we have with us Gómez, which is one of the first participants in Ignite. Thank you so much for betting on us.
Thank you for your time to give me this opportunity to speak with you.
You're more than welcome. This is also part of improving your brand, right? It's part of the learning. So thank you for accepting this challenge of being interviewed. So Gómez is the head of development in his current company, Beonprice. But the amazing thing is that just 6 years ago, he was working in the customer department. So in just 6 years, he has gone from just being in the customer department to leading a whole development team in a tech company that is growing. So I would love to know more about your experience today, Zach. So let's start with the interview.
Okay, cool.
The first question, the favorite content and why?
Well, I have to say that I'm not an intense book reader, but if I have to recommend a book, I would say Getting Things Done. It's a classical, I think, written by David Allen. And I chose this book in a stage when I was working a lot of hours in maybe a chaotical way. And it helped me a lot to organize my mind, my work, and to be focused on what really matters.
Great. What about your favorite working app?
Well, I love Slack. The reason is that they have created something very simple and really useful. And now in this time with the COVID, it's very useful. And one surprise for me is it's an app that I've discovered in Ignite is Miro. I think is the very best alternative to the common whiteboard. And especially if you are working with a team, and it's very good to collaborate with them.
Yeah, especially for design, customer discovery, the first stages of the product is essential to have these discussions around a white canvas, and Miro is really, really easy to work on it with a lot of templates.
I love it.
New one, your reference leader, why and what you learned from him or her?
Okay, this question is easy for me because, I have to say that it's my current CTO, Emilio Galán, because he was my teacher in a post-degree I was studying. He gave me the first opportunity to work in a technological company. It's my current company. Yes, from the beginning I've been following his advice. That's it.
Great.
Well, I want to add one more that is more, which is Victor Cooper's, because I like the message he wants to translate, that is the importance to have a good attitude, and I'm completely aligned with this idea. With a good attitude, you can achieve whatever you want.
Great. Attitude is everything. Yeah. Very difficult to learn. Very difficult to teach as well. Which is the number one skill to become a successful leader in tech, in your opinion?
Okay, I think it's the most common answer, but I really feel it, and this is empathy. You have to develop this skill. Because to understand what happened in your team and to understand what's their problem and how can you help them it's a key point in your career.
Has it been relevant for your rise in your career in these last 6 years?
Absolutely. Imagine I'm not a developer. I have to trust in my team, and with this empathy, it wasn't possible.
Great. What do you like most of being a leader in tech now that you have reached here?
Well, I think that I love to see people growing. For example, in my actual company, we work with a lot of people which have just finished their studies, and now I have a lot of examples of reference in tech that have growing with me, with us in this company.
Great. During this time as a leader, which is the biggest challenge you have faced?
Well, if I have to choose one point in my career, is the first time I had to create a new department. We were 3 in this department with no previous experience, and at the end we were the biggest department in the company. 2 years later, we were working very well with all the processes, and well, this is something very that I love it. It's a very good experience. It's the first time I was out of my comfort zone.
So success as first.
Yeah.
In the first trial, that's not very common.
Yeah.
So, which are the main takeaways from that experience? What did you learn?
I think that you have to say yes to all the opportunities that you have, and to be out of your comfort zone is one of the most powerful learning you can have in your life. I'm convinced about it, and I did later with another department. Yes, that's it.
Great. If you have only one single tip for aspiring leaders in tech, as you are now, which would be?
Okay, as I said before, say yes. Don't be afraid to fail. You have to. If you have an opportunity and you can, you are afraid to do it, don't think about it. Just close your eyes and go on.
Great. Especially if you have people supporting you, you have this kind of support system. At the end, is not a matter of death or life after all. So we are going to be safe, even if there is failure, there is part of the learning, right?
Absolutely.
Amazing. Okay. So a couple of more questions about your involvement with Ignite. Why did you join Ignite program?
Well, I was looking for a course, practical, and that really impact in my work. And Ignite has all these qualities, and I was thinking when we met in the previous interview before the starting night, and our goals was completely aligned, and this is the main reason.
Great. And what do you like the most?
I love maybe the mixture between the personal mentoring and to be in a real scenario, thinking in whole the process from the beginning. We create an app, and we were involved in the since we identified the idea of the application from to develop this idea and deliver it.
Great. Yeah, it's all about learning by doing.
Yeah.
So, what would you say to other aspiring leaders that are thinking about joining Ignite?
I have to say that it's a good opportunity to learn something really useful in a short period of time. Just it. Very, very useful. All the content is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Isaac, for your participation in this interview. And see you soon.
Okay, Álvaro, I hope so.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.